Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of CarX Drift Racing 2 with Brogue Hammer Auto House. Today's episode is all about the Carrot 2, and we're going to run some clips here. This thing is the JZX 100, I think, JZX 90. Correct me if I'm wrong, I get these JZXs mixed up all the time, but it's a really, really fun car. This one in particular, I have the 2J swap in it. And it rips. You know, I do really want the supercharged V8 for it, as I think that torque would help out a little bit. It's a little bit of a heavy car for the 2J, at least in this particular application, so something to consider when you're looking for engine swaps and that kind of stuff. I apologize I didn't get the Top Drifts video out last Friday. It will be doubled up for this Friday's video, so we'll have an extra long one. And this Friday we're going to be doing a hat giveaway as well, so be sure to stay tuned and watch out for that hat giveaway, see if you get a free hat. You know, got some delays coming into my life. My wife is pregnant, so videos may go down just a hair. I'm going to try to keep up with it as much as I can, but she's due very soon, so things could change quite quickly, but the channel will stay the same. So not too much to worry about there, but just wanted to give you guys a heads up that some videos might be a little more delayed than normal, and that's just the way it's going to be for a little bit here. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel and you watch often, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out, makes me want to make more videos for you guys. And leave a comment below if you have any questions about certain tunes, cars, or strategy in the game. Other than that, you know, we're just going to run through these final clips. We have the tuning details, the body kit, all that kind of stuff coming up here just in a moment for you guys. But I just wanted to clear a couple things up for you before we jumped into the full swing of things. And the way that I have this car set up, it's more meant for the bigger, wider tracks. I've noticed that the turn-in isn't quite as precise for the little intricate tracks, but later on in the tuning here, I'll show you guys that you can adjust the Ackerman and caster on the front end or front suspension to help aid with some of those issues. So if you want to use it for a smaller track, you can mess with those tunes and see what happens. But let's jump into the tuning details. Alrighty guys, so let's jump into the tuning and body kits on the Carrot 2. So to start off with body kits, I do have the missile kit on here. The stock missile kit looks a lot different. Here, let's see if I can get it to pull up. It looks like it just does my settings, but there's a CBW that looks really nice, and an R&T as well that's kind of a wide body that looks nice as well. But a long time ago I bought the missile kit, and I ended up changing the front bumper, the side skirts, and the hood a little bit, but gives you that crazy looking trunk and chassis mounted wing and everything. So I thought, what the heck, we'll keep it, make it look crazy, and it's a fun car. So we'll jump into the tuning. As always, this is going to be in the tuning workshop under Brogue Auto House, as you can see here on the bottom middle of the screen. So be sure to check out the tuning workshop for those. But we're going to jump into the settings here, and I'll show you guys what I've got, just so you can get a kind of a baseline of what the settings are at, and then you guys can make adjustments from there. So front suspension, we have 12 centimeters of spring size in the front, 75 on the stiffness, only 10 on the front sway bar. We have no wheel toe in the front, which I'm actually going to change right now to a 0.04. Negative 5.5 wheel camber, 6.6 on the caster, and 70% Ackerman angle. So, you know, this is something I talk about a lot, but, you know, if you need some more responsiveness in the front end, you can lower the Ackerman angle percentage. But in this case, you know, it really affects if you were to increase the caster from that 6.6 to say like 10, you might have to drop the Ackerman angle to 60 or 65%, and that'll give you kind of a different front end feel. So you can play around with that and see what you think. Wheel divergence at 65, and then we got the bumps and rebounds here, which you guys are more than welcome to pause the video and take a look at. Here's the bumps and rebounds of the rear suspension. In the rear, we're running negative 2.5 camber. Typically I run like -1, but for some reason in this car I really liked that negative 2.5 number. 0.10 of wheel toe, no rear sway bar, and we got 47 on the spring stiffness and 12 on the height. On the front, we're running 19.305 with a 30% profile, and in the rear we're running the same thing, 19.305 with 30%. This is the 2J swap, and it is fully maxed out. We've got 844 horsepower and 816 Newton meters of torque. The transmission, I have at a 0.65 overall differential locking coefficient with a 3.55 overall gear ratio. You can see as we get to the really second through fifth gear, I have it at a 190, 130, 115, and then a 1.0 for fifth, and the gear shifting delay all the way down to the lowest possible. Braking is shared 66% to the front, and it's at 3,800 on the Newton meters. Rear axis -2 and -1 in the front. That was simply a fitment related thing. As you can see in the front, I'm pretty much poked all the way out, and same thing in the rear. If I went to 0, because I'm running 305s, they really poke out. But mass is all the way down, and center mass height is all the way down as well. So we'll jump out on the track, get a couple little rips in here, but that's going to do it for today's video, guys. If you have any questions, as always, be sure to leave a comment below and let me know. I'm always happy to answer those whenever I can. And if you guys are looking for particular videos, maybe a tune for a certain car, or tips and tricks on a certain thing in the track, or how to race certain ways, certainly let me know that as well. I'm happy to help, and I'm looking for some new ideas. So if you guys could shoot those out, that'd be much appreciated. Otherwise, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Appreciate it as always. Don't forget to put your life in drive, and we will see you next time.